7:36. He's just said he thinks he's got an appointment for 8 o'clock. Absolutely incredible. Let's get this over with so I can start writing and complain. You just said you thought you had an appointment for 8 o'clock and you started banging on my windows at 25 to 8.
We're allowed to turn up half an hour before, half an hour afterwards.
Yeah, the trouble is you haven't got an appointment.
Well, only what we have on our control system, so we have no appointment.
I rang.
Do you want to go and get the list?
I rang your control office at 11 o'clock last night.
Right.
After an officer had been around during the course of yesterday evening. Okay. He said he was on till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I could call when I got back, and I was given the 0300 number.
Yeah.
I rang up. They couldn't find the CAD number. I gave the CAD number he'd left. They didn't know what that was. They couldn't find evidence of it. They had to take all my details again, give me a fresh CAD. I said, right. The guy said that I can do it this evening until a time of my choosing, or else we'll sort it out for another day. No call back. Nobody came. I emailed you last Monday.
512.
Last Monday morning, saying you've called round twice this weekend. I waited in over 2 hours for you last Saturday, when I was told someone will be round within the hour, and we waited over 2 hours and changed our plans last Saturday, and you didn't turn up. It's been going on over a week.
Right, well, it's the first time I've seen you, it's the first time being to
So, well, that's going to be the basis of my complaint, for starters, that you've been chasing me for over a week. And it's not, I've not been at all unwilling, but you've now woken me at 25 to 8 on a Sunday morning.
Right.
You turned up last night, I rang you, you didn't do as you said. Yeah? Okay. I emailed you last Monday morning to say you've been round twice, you've not kept your appointments with me, what's going on, what are you after, which of us are you after, we'll call into Harrow Nick tonight and see you. Nobody replied. You called round last Sunday morning at 5 to 9, the morning the clocks changed. You called round at 10:40 last Saturday.
Right.
And you don't seem to have any continuity of knowing when those occasions
Well, it depends. I mean, CAD numbers get reproduced every single day. So unless you say the exact date of the CAD...
Yes, that's what I did, and I've got the tape recording of the call I made to your control centre, so obviously that will just go in.
Right, that's fine. Well,
anyway,
there we go. Anyway, just confirm. 0800 this morning, 68A Radnor Road, okay? So therefore we're told we're...
That's CAD number 9657.
That's the initial CAD number.
Which is the CAD number that I was given yesterday,
right,
and the CAD number which I quoted to your telephone operative last night.
Right.
She couldn't find any record of me against that CAD number or this address, and issued me with a new one with an extra digit starting with a 1. So that was obviously generated later on in the day.
Well, I can't compensate for what they've done.
Right.
I need to speak to yourself.
Yeah.
Are you happy to do it here, or do you want to have a chat somewhere else?
No, that's quite all right. You were quite happy to talk to this young lady last night in my absence about why you're coming. So,
well, as I say again, it wasn't me.
There's also a breach of my confidentiality as well. So
that's fine.
Carry on.
As I say, we'll give you our shoulder numbers. Feel free to make a complaint. As I say, I've never been here before. I'm here to issue you with a harassment warning. Okay.
Yeah.
On behalf of Lauren Jones. Okay. I've got a list here of the conditions that are being issued with it. And I need you to sign it for me, and I'll leave you a copy as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not accepting it, so I'm prepared to write that on the. Paper.
Right. Okay. Is there an ongoing court case at present? Is there?
Yes, there is.
Right. Okay.
Let me just give you some paperwork. See, the other bone I've got to pick with you. This is regarding, I understand, an incident outside the court at Derby last Monday. Is that correct?
Yeah. Devon and Cornwall Constabulary.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for you to come and take this young lady's statement regarding the assault that's
well, it wouldn't be us doing it, would it? Because it's obviously Devon and Cornwall Constabulary. We'd have to wait for them to contact us to take a statement.
Let me explain to you. It took place in Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah. PC Samantha O'Keefe, 3427.
That'll be one of their officers.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
Right.
We're still waiting.
What does it say?
It has been passed to you. So you got the crime reference. You can take that away.
Crime reference number.
Right. You've
The problem is that number won't relate to us because it's their system.
Well, you can take that up with Derbyshire because we were assured, and I've already given my statement. We were assured that the Met would be sent round to take the follow-up statement.
Well,
what I'm telling you, hang on, no, just listen to me for a moment, okay? What I'm telling you is there was an incident outside a court in Derby a week last Monday.
Yeah.
Both of us were assaulted,
Yeah.
which we reported immediately.
Yeah.
Nobody's followed it up, right? There was an allegation of harassment, which you can't substantiate, otherwise you'd be here to arrest me under the terms of the non-molestation order I'm going to show you in a moment, right? And you've been banging on my door for over a week about that one. Okay, so my question is, why is an allegation of harassment being pursued to this degree, 3 of you here, at 25 to 8 on a Sunday morning, after a week of me saying, which of us do you want, we'll come and see you, and nobody responding, okay? And yet, I've got a crime reference number there, having already given a statement for an assault.
Yep.
and nobody's bothered to follow it up.
Well, as I say, I can't answer for that because all I can do is what was on the list today. So you've got a non-molestation order?
Now, I've got a non-molestation order here, right, which means that absolutely everything you've got in your hand is totally null and void. Right? Because by the terms of that non-molestation order, which was issued in reaction to the events outside the court a week last Monday, that was served on me by process server a week last Friday morning at 7 o'clock on my doorstep. Okay? Under the terms of that non-mol, I can't so much as fart in the direction of South Devon. So if I had done anything, clearly by the terms of that non-mol, you would be here to arrest me. Okay? And there, just for your records, is a copy of my email from last Monday. Which I'll give to you now, and you can use that in the first stage of responding to my complaint in due course.
Right, bear with me a second. I'm going to have to inform the governor obviously of complaints will be coming in, so if you give me a second and we'll sort this out.
Okay.
Any other issues you'd like to raise?
Well, as I say, specifically the issue of the manner of you turning up this morning when we've been spending a week trying to contact you to arrange to come and see you, is just ludicrous.
I completely understand.
You guys are working shift. That's all very well, but I dare say you weren't, knocking around at the time I was last night when I was sitting waiting for you to return my call or turn up and do this. So it's really not very good.
I completely understand where you're coming from. To be honest, I'd be the same as you. I'd be pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, from our point of view, we've been off for the last 5 days. This is our first shift on. I understand you kind of like why the hell's 3 officers come around. That's simply just because 3 of us being put in a car. We're not here for our safety or anything like that. It would only take one of us to do this. So
there's only one chap who turned up last night.
Yeah. Don't be worried that there's 3 of us here. It's just that's the way it's happened.
But there's no, as I say, that appointment that you've got written down. Well, you dealt with the guy who came last night and created that camp.
I said you'd be out because Tom was out with the band last night and didn't get back till 11. And I said, look, he's not going to be back till 11 because he's in Southend. And he said, well, look, it's all right. I'm on till 3. So if he rings when he gets back, I'll pop round, or you can make an appointment for a time that's convenient to you that fits around work and your other commitments. I said to him, well, come to the station. It's not a problem. But
as I say, I've just given your colleague an email from Monday morning to Harrow Nick, saying you called round twice this weekend and cleared off so quickly on each occasion that I couldn't get the door answered in time. I actually saw you driving up whoever it was, driving up the street. And I emailed Monday morning to say, you've tried to call twice, we don't know what it's about, we don't know which of us you want to talk to, because she was waiting to give a statement regarding an assault. Let us know, you've got both our email addresses now, give us a shout back and whichever one of us you want will come into Harrow tonight. And no reply. Last Saturday, you called at 10:40 in the morning. I was getting out of the shower. Just saw the car leaving. Rang up immediately. Although we'll get them back within the hour. So 2.5 hours later, nobody had come back.
Even though you're not going to accept it, I need to give you a copy, which therefore is up to you. And obviously, I'm going to need you to state on my copy that I'll state that you're refusing to sign it.
Yeah,
it's not an issue at all. That is your copy.
So why is this still being issued when there's a non-mol?
Because basically the non-mol has been issued by the courts.
Yeah.
This is issued by the police.
Right.
So they're basically they're along the same lines, but they're 2 different bits of paperwork. This is what will go down the first line of this. Then again, obviously you've got a non-molestation order. But if you did go through, obviously contacting them again or going anywhere near Devon, then it's a different story, and it will be looked at by the courts and the police to see whichever course of action they pursue first.
So I like that.
I just need that copy back quickly, just need to fill some details in. Thank you.
Want to see it while you're writing?
Yeah, sit down.
Thank you. enforce it, but that's your copy of the
Right, okay.
examples.
Oh, I see. Alright, okay. I want to annotate yours, that's all.
The copy of these emails and molestation, do
Yeah.
you want these back or are these for us to take?
Well, you may as well take them, because apart from anything else, the copy of the email that I sent on Monday,
Mhm.
I'd like someone to investigate. May I just sign your copy of the
Yeah, of course you can.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Legal papers everywhere. Have you guys had children?
Not yet. I'm only 23, so not for a while.
Well,
hopefully.
I can tell you, the family court system is the best contraceptive known to man.
Shortly followed by the CSA, I think we're fine.
I've heard quite a lot about the CSA.
I,
They
my,
don't seem like the friendliest people.
my divorce records that I was granted a divorce on account of the fact that I was being attacked regularly by my ex-wife.
Right.
So if that gives you some context for this, you see how far away she lives. £45,000 I spent in the court trying to see my little boy last year. And I have a 2-year-old son. And you're issuing me with this because outside the court, I can't afford to even travel to ours. Outside the court, I asked my ex-wife, when are you going to comply with the contact order and let me see my 2-year-old for the first time in over 3 months? At which her father assaulted me. And the assault's not been considered. But just asking the question.
Hopefully, obviously, it's been looked in a bit more by obviously Devon and Cornwall Police. But,
No, this happened in Derby, which is why Derbyshire should be sending the...
the only thing is, because it was initially investigated by them, it should be passed over to, as you say, Derby, and obviously
That's
Devon
right.
and Cornwall should be made aware of it as well. I'll contact the officer involved in this, and obviously I'll tell them the situation. It might be helpful if they give us the heads up before they start asking us to do their work for them.
Well, the reason you've got it from Devon and Cornwall is also because she didn't report it until several days afterwards. We spent about 4 hours at Cotton Lane Police Station in Derby that afternoon recording our assault, because frankly we weren't fit to travel home as a result of it straight away.
And they've not contacted you since at all?
You had an email with the crime reference number, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's been passed to another officer because, technically speaking, the area outside the front of the court was not on their patch quite. So they've had to pass it on to somewhere else.
Despite growing up in Derby, I had no idea what a police station was when it came time to try and find one. Because I've never had any cause to go to the police station. So we went to the nearest one we could think of, and it turns out that wasn't the right one.
What was Gwen saying?
Oh, we'll go by the station office, pick up some bits, if that's possible.
Some property, yeah.
Yeah, it's important property, yeah. It's got to be moved ASAP.
Right, I've just written, I am innocent of any wrongdoing whatsoever. I do not accept the foregoing and seek investigation of my and Kay Johnson's assault by Laura Jones's father.
Have you put the crime reference number on there?
I can do for you.
It might be worthwhile when I give that back to them.
Do you mind
Yeah.
turning it up for me, because I've kept copies ready for you.
Is it CRN 14569? Is that
That
the
would be
one?
the one, yeah. 1, 4, 5,
69/11.
6, 9/11. I don't need a date with that, do I?
And well, no, because you've got the incident number and the date there. It's just obviously because they'll be able to look at it on
The crime reference number will do on its own though, won't
It
it?
will indeed.
Super.
As I say, do apologise. All we have is we have a list of appointments and we turn up as and when.
Yeah.
So we're usually under the impression that Hendon have arranged it for us. So
Well, we'll start by having a look at that, because you can appreciate it. It's not, I was still waiting up for someone to call at 11:20 last night.
I do apologise for that. All I do know is we did have a major incident occur last night, hence why, and night duty is still here now. So things may have got a bit wrong. So Anyway, I apologise for
Alright.
that, and obviously they'll be in touch in due
Well done
course.
with
Okay.
Super. All right.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope we get Chris a rough time because
We have to edit the video.
well, if that's what you get for just speaking to somebody, what do you get for assaulting someone? I have no idea. I hope this isn't